Hi, I'm Meg from Tokyo. In this video, I will share the top 9 new things you should know before traveling to Japan.
From a Tokyo closure alert to a new Shinkansen rule and price updates, these changes could affect how you travel in Japan.
We also offer private tours in Tokyo, Osaka, and Kyoto, so feel free to contact us through the link below. Alright, then let's go.
Number 1. Busy Season Alert. Parts of April and May in Japan are extremely busy travel periods. First, in April, the Easter holiday often brings an increase in international tourists. Especially in years when it overlaps with cherry blossom season, popular sightseeing spots can get very crowded. Then, in May, Japan has its major holiday period, Golden Week. During this time, many Japanese people travel domestically, causing a sharp spike in travel demand across the country. As a result, transportation gets extremely crowded. Shinkansen bullet trains, limited express trains, and flights often sell out, especially on routes between major cities. Accommodation prices also tend to rise. During Golden Week in particular, reserving a seat on the Shinkansen is practically essential. I've explained in detail how to book Shinkansen tickets in another video, so be sure to check that out as well. Number 2. Shibuya's new trash rule. The issue of people throwing trash on the street because they cannot find a trash can has become a growing concern. In Shibuya Ward in particular, new rules have been introduced to strengthen anti-littering measures. Convenience stores, cafes, takeout restaurants, and operators of food and beverage vending machines are now required to install trash cans and manage them properly. The ward also plans to conduct patrols 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Individuals caught littering may face a 2,000 yen fine, while businesses that fail to meet these requirements may face fines of up to 50,000 yen. This reflects the fact that there are very few public trash cans on the streets in Japan. While sightseeing, it can be difficult to find a place to throw away trash after eating on the go or buying takeout.
For this reason, when traveling in Japan, it is helpful to carry a small plastic bag so you can keep your trash with you until you find a proper place to dispose of it.
Number 3. Tokyo Closure Alert. In Tokyo, even popular attractions can suddenly become inaccessible, so it's a good idea to check the official website before visiting. For example, the Pokemon Center Mega Tokyo and Pikachu Suites in Ikebukuro are temporarily closed until further notice. Shibuya Sky was temporarily closed on April 28, 2026, and Immersive Fort Tokyo closed on February 28, 2026. First, the Pokemon Center and Pikachu Suites in Ikebukuro are temporarily closed following an incident that occurred on March 26, 2026. This is to prioritize cooperation with the police and the well-being of staff. Information about the reopening date will be announced at a later time. Next, while Shibuya Sky is not permanently closed, it was temporarily closed on April 28th, so anyone planning to visit on that day needed to be aware. In addition, Immersive Fort Tokyo held its grand finale on February 28, 2026 and has already ceased operations. As you can see, even famous locations can be temporarily closed or permanently shut down, so it's best to check the latest information before you go. Number 4. New bicycle rules. Bicycle rules in Japan became much stricter starting in April 2026, partly due to a rise in bicycle-related accidents. Under the new system, 113 types of violations will be subject to traffic violation penalties for riders aged 16 and older. Examples include holding an umbrella while riding, ignoring traffic signals, using earphones, riding with passengers, failing to use lights at night, and not stopping at stop signs. Penalties vary by offense, with some violations listed at up to 12,000 yen. If you don't pay after receiving a ticket, the case may be handled through criminal procedures, so it's important to take it seriously. Among the most notable violations are riding on the wrong side of the road and riding on the sidewalk. In Japan, the general rule is to ride on the left side of the road. Riding on the right side is a violation. Riding on sidewalks is also generally restricted, although there are exceptions depending on signs and conditions. Some people have voiced frustration, saying bicycle lanes are not properly maintained, and even when they exist, they are often blocked by parked cars. I ride on the sidewalk for safety, so I don't agree with being penalized. Nevertheless, violations like these can still be penalized, often around 6,000 yen. In addition, there are already strict penalties for using a smartphone while riding and for cycling under the influence of alcohol.
Please take extra care in these areas. If you plan to ride a bicycle in Japan, be sure to follow the rules and enjoy a safe ride.
Number 5. New Shinkansen Rule. There are two main rules you should know about the Shinkansen. Reservations become mandatory during peak travel periods. This applies to the fastest trains, the Nozomi, which are commonly used for travel between Tokyo and Osaka or Kyoto. The applicable period is from April 24th to May 6th, 2026. During this time, all Nozomi trains running between Tokyo and Hakata will operate with reserved seating only. This means you cannot board without a pre-booked seat. On the other hand, Hikari and Kodama trains will continue to offer non-reserved seating. While I honestly don't recommend this option if you're not too worried about your travel time and want to enjoy a more relaxed journey, you could choose to use these trains without making a reservation in advance. On trains like the Nozomi and the Hikari, if your luggage is larger than 160 cm in total when you add up the length, wind, and height, it's best to book a seat called seats with an oversized baggage area in advance. The luggage space is right behind the last row of seats and only people with a reservation can use it. If you bring a big suitcase without booking, you will have to pay an extra 1,000 yen on the spot. Up until now, some people without reservations use this space without permission, which caused problems. Since July 2025, a new oversized baggage compartment has been introduced on a trial basis. It's free to use and works on a first-come, first-served basis, so there's no guarantee you will get the spot.
That's why making a reservation online ahead of time is still the safest option. For more details, watch my Shinkansen travel guide video. I explain everything step by step.
Number 6. No reservation, no entry. Recently in Japan, more and more attractions now require advance reservations. We often hear stories like, I came all the way to Japan but when I got there, it was fully booked. So you really need to plan ahead. For example, Tokyo Disneyland stopped selling tickets at the gate in 2024 and the Universal Studios Japan followed in May 2025. Other popular spots like Team Lab, Shibuya Sky, the Ghibli Museum, and the Pokemon Cafe basically all need online booking too. Even climbing Mount Fuji now has restrictions. From 2024, the number of climbers is capped at 4,000 per day and the fee system was introduced to manage overcrowding. Even if you want to go casually, sometimes you just can't get in. So, if there's somewhere you really want to visit, make sure to book online in advance. Number 7. Dual pricing. In Japan, there has been a growing movement to introduce or at least consider so-called dual pricing. Himeji Castle in Hyogo Prefecture raised its admission fee on March 2026. Visitors aged 18 and over who are not Himeji City residents now pay 2,500 yen, while Himeji City residents continue to pay 1,000 yen. In addition to Himeji Castle, the growing number of tourists in Kyoto has made overcrowding on city buses a major issue. To address this, the city of Kyoto has announced plans to introduce a resident priority fare system which would charge different fares for residents and non-residents by fiscal year 2027. Under the proposal, the current flat fare of 230 yen would change to around 350 to 400 yen for non-residents, while residents would pay 200 yen. Separately from Himeji Castle, Japan's famous museums and art galleries are also becoming part of the dual pricing debate. Reports say there is a push for them to consider a system that would raise prices for foreign visitors, with examples including the Tokyo National Museum in Ueno and the Kyoto National Museum. The idea is that museums and art galleries spend money on multilingual services, such as information panels and audio guides for foreign visitors, and they want to reflect those costs in their fees. Government estimates suggest that if such a system is introduced, fees for foreign visitors could be around 2 to 3 times the standard price. Number 8. Shinkansen Private Room. The Tokaido Shinkansen is moving forward with the introduction of premium class seats, offering an even higher level of comfort than green cars. Green cars are already known for their wider seats and more comfortable travel environment than ordinary cars. Fully private compartments are scheduled to begin service in the fall of 2026. Each train set is expected to have one single-person compartment and one two-person compartment. In addition, semi-private compartments are scheduled to be introduced in fiscal year 2027. Some cars will feature 6 semi-private seats with lockable doors, dedicated Wi-Fi, and luggage space. This is expected to offer an even greater sense of privacy than before. However, details such as fares and operating routes have not yet been announced. Number 9. New openings in Tokyo. When planning a spring trip to Tokyo, be sure to check out some of the city's newest hotspots. First up is Tokyo Dream Park, a new multi-purpose entertainment complex that opened in Ariake in March 2026. Featuring halls, theaters, and restaurants, it is attracting attention as one of Tokyo's newest entertainment destinations. While the Edo Tokyo Museum is not a new opening, it reopened in March 2026 after a long-term closure. As a classic destination where visitors can learn about Tokyo's history and culture from the Edo period to the present, its reopening is welcome news for anyone planning a trip to Tokyo. Finally, Tokyo Aqua Symphony is a new fountain show that debuted in Odaiba in March 2026. It is drawing attention as a new casual attraction where visitors can enjoy a show that combines music, light, and water.
That's all for today. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. See you at the next video.